Hey.
Chris Fowler from Curve Street. Trying our best to stay warm. Tennessee was frigid themselves. Equally well, Alabama showed a ton of
I don't know what
guts
one
to
with
get back in the
YouTube.
game. But unless Dylan Sampson can come back, what are they going to do offensively? Well,
I'm trying to find it out, folks.
Concern. I mean, Sampson you're talking about the SEC Offensive Player of the Year. But we're seeing something in the last couple times Tennessee had the ball where they've been able to not just rely on him throwing, but obviously his ability to run the football. He's playing with an edge tonight.
Top
A chance to get back in the game. So we'll see if he's able to in the second half. That would be a big
How is everybody doing today? Good? Wacky Top, oh Wacky Top. Come on in, Caltrans. Hey, Wacky Top. Woo! Wacky Top is the name.
That relies on the RPO, run pass option, and play action. And in order for that to be effective, your entire offense, not only do you need him to run, we need him to be able to be a threat as a runner, to set up the RPO, to set up the play action. So yeah, they've not been able to get their receivers involved much at all, even in their efforts to come back in this game. So see what Josh Heupel can do to try to get this offense going as they start the second half of the football. Peyton Lewis back to receive the kick. And he'll give it a try from the 2-yard line.
He'll give it a try from the 2-yard line.
Tonight, he gets it out across the 25.
He'll get it across the 20.
Sampson, he does have a lower body injury. He's questionable to return. Same goes for Squirrel White and Dante Thornton. It looks like Dante Thornton is going to try to give it a go, but he's a little banged up too. Josh Heupel told me at halftime here that they have to
talking about the second half.
But he's okay with where they are right now.
Big Smarty saw Sampson come into the huddle, but then he tried it back to the sidelines before this first series, and it's going to be Sean Bishop.
Sean Bishop. Another shotgun formation. Nice first down carry.
Really good job because Tyler Williams had come off his block.
Hey, come on in. Hey, Daniel. How are you?
Some use of tempo by Heupel on 2nd and 5. Nico tripped up as he tried to escape the pocket, falls forward, and sets up a 3rd and 1. Yeah, continue to be just blown away by what this guy is doing. By the way, heck of an effort there by 33 Sawyer to trip him up while laying on his back.
Well, yeah, that too. And
it's not easy to confirm.
maybe.
Ohio State. I think Bishop has just enough, and they get the drive going immediately using more tempo than we've seen all night. Yeah, that's a big
Get back. I made this way.
You see more and more offense of college football doing this, but Josh Heupel is one of the guys that really loves to crank up here and there flow. He's feeling good.
I hope I'm not doing anything wrong by sitting like this.
Let me see, usually one of the fastest in the country, especially in Heupel's early years. Not in the top 20.
Bum.
Seconds between plays. 24 seconds was the average between plays. They can still crank it, but they don't take a habit of it as much. There's Bubba Lampley. His son's my twin Jake and Ty actually with the
Still 21-10.
Academy down in Nashville, Tennessee. He's getting a chance to play with Spragg. He's now down. Late fake, pitch to the edge, low throw, and it's incomplete. Trying to find Chris Brazel over there. Manuson in coverage, finished 3rd down and 7 now. These receivers continue to struggle. Gets Ohio State in the back end. Unable to get separation. They've been averaging.
It is.
3rd
down.
3rd and 8. Long way to go and tough way to sustain drives. Another volunteer, that's Bishop. Down on one knee, slow to get up, and then he'll be helped off. These are getting very thin and running back and receiver for the Volunteers, no doubt. Even the offensive line. Mitchell Spraggins is out of the game.
Sometimes the cold can come into effect, right? You feel those bumps and bruises. It's tough to get areas of the body like the hamstring loosen up. That apparently is Sampson's issue. Going back to Lewis, the freshman here, on this 3rd and 7.
Mention how Lampley is in. He's at right guard. Watch this matchup here on this 3rd down. See how he holds up in pass protection.
Jim Knowles brought a lot of pressure early in this game. Less so in the second quarter, I would say.
At Ohio State.
He dials it up here. They begin to lean forward. It is a blitz. It's an option on the edge. And look at the play made.
Wow.
They're beautifully by Lathan Ransom, one of the veterans in this defense. They lose 5.
Ohio State not fooled at all with this play call. They bring pressure here, and there's Lathan Ransom right there on the outside. Really good feel, eyes in the backfield, ready for that pitch. Gets off the potential block at John Campbell and into the backfield to make that play.
Talked about this core of veterans on this Ohio State defense, guys who came back for this run, playing their final game here. And he is one of the guys, along with Sawyer and others, who have really stepped up. It's a shank punt. With the side of the foot, Brandon Henderson, the returner, springs way up there and tries to help the officials spot the ball. And Buckeyes get off the field. This is a 31-yard punt.
Down from pink comes skeleton out of from pop balloon to make the smile. A host wearing a tie, Bucatini with some peas, Socrates on Elton skis, anemones and blocks of cheese, all bumping MP3s. His molasses candy pound, and the words golden smile, mental pigment does his hands spin the air, going wild. Yeah.
Don't. Hey, hold on. I'm coming. Hold on. I'm coming.
What's going on, Steve? Laura, Dan, I didn't realize the media would be here.
No, this isn't for work. We're just really big fans.
Hold on.
For our fantasy insurance.
Come on.
All the top prospects and 97%
Hold on.
satisfaction rating.
I'm coming.
Oh my gosh, it's true.
Wow.
Coach Geico does have devoted fans. It's not weird.
Jade, sign my arm.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
She only signs client checks.
My name is Jorge Gaviria, and this is my business, La Hacienda. We bring heirloom corn products from Mexico to every kitchen. I chose my Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. With no preset spending limit, my purchasing power adapts to meet my business needs. And I reinvest my 2% cash back to help grow our business with new products, like our tabletop masa mill. My Spark card helps me fulfill my mission of bringing masa to the masses. What's in your wallet?
Brisket is back at Chipotle. Seasoned, smoked, seared, spiced, sauced, bold, and guac. It's a whole new kind of brisket done the Chipotle way. Here we go. They're following us.
This is awesome.
Ha! Bow, 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 bow.
Yeah. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, get low, giddy up, giddy up. Rocky Top. Rocky Top is the name. 1, 2 punch.
After that third down stop right there, they had some juice return to this sideline. But they need to go on an extended drive here, start gaining some momentum on offense again.
Let's go, Tennessee. Let's go.
Meanwhile, from the 35.
Beat some Buckeyes.
Anderson off the left side.
Anderson off the left side.
Out the line of scrimmage by
Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, what a job here by Thielen. Watch where he comes from.
Let's go.
From the backside.
Bucks.
and chase this play.
Boop, 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 boop. Ba bum 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 bum. Oh, see.
First quarter, 125 yards combined. That's in the first quarter. Second quarter, a little more conservative. Only 3 catches combined for 30 yards.
Second and 10, Howard from the pocket. Takes it down across the middle. Used G. Scott, the tight end, a few times tonight. Picks up a game that'll set up a third down in about 3.
Yeah, they went 12 personnel, meaning 1 running back and 2 tight ends. These receivers get so much attention from Tennessee, opening up the middle for the tight ends. They don't use Scott that often. 16 catches on the year, so time Will Howard finding it, picking up some big yards there, and then we got 3rd and short.
Howard on the move. Short pitch. Nice catch in rhythm by Emeka Ibuka. First down midfield.
Yeah, they used to have a little bit of a rub route there. Carnell Tate using motion to eventually put himself right where he needed to be to bring the defender with him. In man-to-man coverage, that's a really good call by Ryan Tate to get him out. See the defender trying to catch up. That's Ricky Gibbs in the corner, but he had to work through a little bit of traffic himself that time. So it was perfectly executed on 3rd and short.
Mentioned the receivers are each with 5 catches for 81 yards. Ibuka and Smith at the moment. Smith has the touchdown at the start of the game. Henderson getting to lock in on him a little bit better. That's the big Amari Candace who drags him down after a 2-yard gain.
2-yard gain.
Kind of a leader up front, 6'4", 325 pounds. Time just was in the middle of a stunt, got his eyes in the backfield like a linebacker would. Was able to work down the line of scrimmage and eventually make that tackle. Tennessee has 5 different defenders checking in to this last play, trying to stay fresh in this game.
Howard fakes the pitch and now throws it down the middle in stride. And it's the tight end Scott again. Making a big impact tonight. First down at the Tennessee 22.
First down at the.
Locating him. There he is. Just working on his little corner route. Look at the defenders. Look how they sink in here up tight, but nobody taking the pressure off this defense. There's nothing really holding them there in the flat. Surprised you get 2 defenders in the flat. Nobody with their eyes to consider Scott. He makes the second catch of this drive.
Not a defense that gives up a lot of chunk plays in the air. Buckeyes have 4 looking for a big
Touchdown.
Jeremiah Smith, his second tonight.
Jeremiah Smith again with another touchdown.
I was going to say, they got him isolated one-on-one against Tennessee's best corner, Jermon McCoy, 3, but he was in pretty good position, but the ball is perfectly thrown over the outside shoulder to Jeremiah Smith. Really nothing McCoy could do.
And in barely 3 minutes, Ohio State zips down the field 65 yards in 6 plays and reestablishes firm control of this game. Tennessee had momentum as Ryan Day acknowledged going to the break. The Buckeye defense gets a stop. The offense reignited and the lead back to 18.
That's exactly what Ohio State wanted to see. And this is what Will Howard wanted to see, is his top receiver one-on-one. Like I said, not terrible coverage, but he had a step on him. But look how perfectly this football dropped on the outside shoulder for the touchdown again to Jeremiah Smith.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Alrighty. Who's ready for my famous charred duck?
Like, to check the mascot first before bringing food to a tailgate.
Hook this baby.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
What the hell is this damn
Bus is
thing?
leaving in 5 minutes.
All right, fine, I'll be out in a second.
You scared the gigabytes
You know what
out of me.
this
I scared you.
ad reminds me of?
Not investing in it is
New technology, new rules. How YouTube is taking down videos that shouldn't be taken down.
I'm good, girl. Just want to say I love you. Have yourself a good time.
Ha!
Granny love you and she miss you.
Just remember to take a deep breath, honey.
I love you more than you'll ever know.
I would love to keep in touch a little more.
Happy holidays from AT&T.
There's only one play. Go for dose. Let's roll some tape. If you don't like the look of the defense, call an audible. Going for dose means trusting your gut when you
Hang
make
on,
a tough
everybody.
call. Because the
I'm
bigger
gonna
the
put you
risk,
on mute.
the bigger the reward.
Drew McCoy makes the catch.
Jermaine Matthews, a corner who rotates in on this defense.
Yeah, really tight coverage there. Out of sophomore out of Winton Woods down in Cincinnati. Quick reaction.
Hold on.
that throw.
I'm done.
Here's Tennessee again. Third down.
Sound system tells you it's third down. They need 6 here.
They need 6 yards.
They move Tuimolo out and Sawyer on the same side over here. And now he's coming back.
Not bringing pressure. The Amaliava stands flat-footed, scanning, and then escapes the pocket. Makes a cut. The elusive move gets through that tackle and gets the first
Gets the first down. Holy crap.
Chance to corral him and whipped.
Yeah, we were talking about him possibly being there as a pass rusher, but he's just a spot. I mean, it took him his athletic ability, but in the open field, what a move. Amaliava all game is keeping this offense alive with some of these scrambles.
This time looking to throw. And again, they elude the tackler at 6'6". You don't usually see a guy kind of that hands, which he's a long strider, but in short space, he's pretty quick.
Yeah. Again, I go back to volleyball, thinking how much that helped him. Watch the instincts, too, as a ball carrier. Balls out away, puts it away in the left arm, trying to get it away from the potential would-be tacklers. So just right now, doing everything he can, like I said, to give the balls a chance. Nobody's necessarily winning on the outside, so he's having to carry a lot of the load.
28-10.
Double pass into serious traffic. Wow. I guess he's
Gain of a yard.
opening there. Burrow made the tackle.
With the way Ohio State is playing, they're just sitting back, but their defensive backs. Look how deep they are typically with the safeties back. I mean, Ohio State is saying they're almost begging Tennessee to run the football. When a defense gives you this look against this offense, Tennessee normally they're running the football every single down to get them out of this look, but instead the defensive line from Ohio State really handling Tennessee's offensive line to allow Ohio State to play that style of defense.
Lead 4 from the pocket, ball batted down yet again. That was Cody Simon, that stud middle linebacker, one of the leaders of this defense. Made the play. It's 4th down.
Well, Chris, watch how Cody Simon does a nice job here, just kind of reading the eyes of the quarterback. He's staring at his receiver. So eventually he just timed it up. 4th time we see the ball batted away close to the line of scrimmage.
Wonder if Heupel thought about it for a second. He sends out the punt team, though. Brandon Innes, the returner for the Buckeyes deep. So 2 possessions here after halftime when they cut into the lead and the Ohio State defense gets stops. Innes decides to field it, and he is hit immediately at 18-yard line. 6:04 in the 3rd. Ohio State back to work offensively at 18.
Cue music!
Come home for the holidays to Disney Plus.
Oh, Santa's coming to town!
The magic is starting.
No comment.
Family reunions. Let's go. Epic feasts.
Go in for a treat.
You hear that?
And holiday
Happy holidays, everybody.
Now bundle subscribers can watch select Hulu and ESPN Plus favorites on Disney Plus. This just feels right. This holiday season, there's something for everyone on Disney Plus.
Get a great deal on the vehicles that winter is no match for during the Jeep Wrap Up the Year sales event. Shred snow in the most capable Wrangler ever. Spread thrills with the most affordable SUV. Or winter your way in the most awarded SUV ever. Hurry in now for an additional $500 holiday bonus cash at the Jeep Wrap Up the Year sales event.
Right now during the Jeep Wrap Up the Year sales event, get $7,500 total bonus cash allowance on 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland and Summit models. See your local Jeep brand dealer today.
The excitement of Big Ten hockey is coming to Wrigley Field. The Frozen Confines Hockey Series includes 3 Big Ten men's games and 1 WCHA women's game.
There's a shot and a score. Another big-time save. Absolute laser beam.
See the schedule and get your tickets at Cubs.
When I grew up, I got a badge I started on. Now I'm broke. But I know you're gonna rob that place. And I'm gonna do it with you. So how are you gonna get in? It's about the challenge.
Watch our 6.
Remember, you're not a killer. I am.
Hey, Tom goes gangster.
What a commotion. Called Switch Sides. Anybody heard of it?
Up to the NBA on Christmas Day. 5 games on ESPN Plus, and ABC. Knicks and Spurs at noon. Special animated version of the game on ESPN Plus and Disney Plus. Rivals like the Sixers, the Celtics, Lakers, and the Warriors, Nuggets, and Suns. What is that? Like, that's going to be about 12, 14 hours of basketball.
You're an NBA fan. That's a lot. 5 games.
I am, but that is a lot on Christmas Day.
It's NFL football, too, on Christmas Day.
Judkins takes the handoff and puts back into some space. It's a 3 or 4 in first down.
He's thinking, Trevion's getting most of the carries tonight. Let me get my chance to get loose and get an opportunity to make a big play.
Former Buckeye on return time. Played here in the 21 season. They have been tackled for Tennessee. Well, the urgency has returned with the Volunteers falling down 18 again. And the big ask of this defense is to make a play here. Spark this team what they did in the first half with the interception in the end zone. But they get gas in the ground game. Judkins spins for a first down after the 30.
Chabola, the right guard, who's really criticized after the Michigan game, does a really nice job of opening this up along with Kinsman. Now, this offensive line, once they lost the center, Seth McLaughlin, really the alpha, went out with an Achilles injury. It just was devastating for him to transfer from Alabama. And Ohio State had to reshuffle their offensive line and play much better tonight.
Judkins gets the pitch on the edge and not escape the tackle of Will Brooks that time. But it's a solid game. Chip Kelly will take that on first down every time.
Yeah, this is a little thing, but for people at home, this is what Chip Kelly's doing. He's showing this move, which normally would tell a linebacker to run this way, and he's going the other direction. So the defense sees those offensive linemen pulling. It's a false read for the linebackers, and then Chip Kelly just trying to get them out of position. And quick 5 yards going the other way.
Talk to Kelly and Dave about their relationship. More about that in a second. As Howard has deeper and rambles out to the 45. You know, it's interesting. It's almost like a family member. Like Kelly's like an uncle. Is that must be comfortable? He said yes, but it can also be.
I'll be right back, everybody. Okay.
I said, well, he said it'll be fun if we get the win. Dave said, back to fun. We're together if they get the win.
Yeah. I don't even know if we can quantify the amount of stress that Ryan Day has been under since that Michigan game. His family has been under. You know, he's had to do a ton of interviews. He's had to address it. He's on game day this morning talking about it.
Catch made. And dragging the tackler. Kasmer at the tight end. He was on game day, so was the sign that said Ryan's last day right over his shoulder as he was on the
Not only that, as we're in the middle talking to him, and there were a lot of Tennessee fans out there, but they were chanting "You're fired" as he was answering questions loud.
Were they all Tennessee fans or some Ohio State fans?
No idea. But was he could hear it.
Being attended to on the field is Elijah Simmons back behind the play. We'll take a break. Ohio State on the move again.
Welcome to this year's championship game. This is the big one.
SEC.
You can score 4 times points on restaurants around the world. So you can raise the bar on game night. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
It's that time of year when animals come bearing gifts. Random trucks enter your town, and artificially generated people hold up artificial sodas for no reason. It's the perfect time to get real and try Zevia, naturally delicious soda with 0 artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners, and 0 sugar. The choice is clear. Time to get the fake out of here and try something real. Zevia, delicious. That's delicious.
Rated R.
For over 25 years, Lovesac has been rewriting the rules of comfort. It's okay to change your style. Get messy. Get immersed. With Lovesac, you make the rules.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back, but now with Skyrizi, I'm all in. Thanks to Skyrizi, I saw dramatically clearer skin, and many even achieved 100% clear skin. Don't use allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. With Skyrizi, nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your dermatologist about Skyrizi today.
At Chomps, we create snacks for people who are hungry to get the most out of life. That's why we use grass-fed and finished beef, 0 sugar, and up to 12 grams of protein. Chomps, take bigger bites. Learn more at chomps.com.
Whoa! With this online-only deal for Buffalo Wild Wings Go, you get 20 boneless wings a prize for $16.99. That's enough to feed you and like 2 friends. Or 1 if you're selfish. And I am selfish. Ohio State trying to make it 4 for 4 for the home teams in this first round of on-campus games. Again, Oregon awaits in Pasadena New Year's Day, 32-31. The Ducks got past Ohio State, a thrilling back-and-forth game, and Ohio State highly motivated to not only just win this game, but get a chance at the Ducks and keep their dream alive of one of the all-time comebacks, as Ryan Day frames it, from the loss to Michigan, to potentially winning a national championship.
Both backs in the game.
Return to the hand to Henderson, who lowered the shoulder, ran through a tackler, and that's a first down at the Tennessee 42.
And Tennessee 42.
The second half started with Ohio State's defense kind of setting the tone, get the ball back to Will Howard. He throws a touchdown pass to Jeremiah Smith, kind of killing the will a little bit in Tennessee. Now they get the ball back. Now they're starting to possess the ball. Offensive line has played so well tonight, starting to lean on Tennessee and the depth of this defensive line. They're getting them tired.
Elijah Simmons helped off, really favoring his left leg from the sidelines. Judkins is now in the back. They fake it to him. Howard looking to push the ball downfield. Another beautiful throw. Running the crossing route was Carnell Tate. He gets involved in an 18-yard gain.
Yeah, everybody up in near the line of scrimmage. When you're up near the line of scrimmage, including the safeties, you'll see Will Brooks, 35, trying to come back right there to try to defend the throw, but it's too late. Once again, Will Howard the time, in rhythm, couple hitches, perfect strike to Carnell Tate. He's now 22 of 27 in the game.
And looking to throw it in the end zone, potential hat trick for Jeremiah Smith, who was covered by Jamad McCoy. That's good on good there. There's a flag on the play.
Flag opposite side.
Illegal substitution, more than 11 players on the field defense. 5-yard penalty, play first down.
Yeah, Brew Carter was trying to come onto the field, the freshman that plays nickel. He started to run out onto the field. There was some confusion, and he worked himself back. He's now starting to go back up there at the top.
There were sticklers there. He's about a yard in the field when it was snapped. He didn't sprint off.
Now, how about Will Howard? Getting into the plus territory. You're going to leave Jeremiah Smith one-on-one. I'll take that shot. Here it is again.
This time he hits, he throws, just tries again, and that's going to be pass interference in the end zone. McCoy, and again trying to shut down Smith in the red zone here, draws the flag.
Pass interference, defense number 3. Automatic first down.
The secondary was a preseason concern for the Tennessee team. They actually played pretty well this season, but tonight's a tough one.
Yeah, and McCoy, when he's out there now on islands, because of the respect he's learning about Smith, he's starting to sink as soon as the ball is snapped, because he knows that more than likely Will Howard's going to see there's not a safety over top, and he's going to take a shot every time he can if Smith is all alone. Back-to-back plays, he's trying to get that matchup and take his shot.
First and goal now at the 4. Ohio State trying to build a lead that would be very, very hard to overcome in the fourth quarter. Jenkins spotted out at the one, couldn't quite extend that football across the plane.
Boy, it's so close. I love how quick hitting this play is. No hesitation at all coming out of the backfield. Doesn't quite reach the pylon and try to reach the goal line there, but how about trying to defend that? How fast Jenkins slips out of the backfield.
I think about 14 personnel. There's four tight ends in the game. Jenkins lined up behind one of them in the I formation. So Josh Heupel, a lot to be proud of the way his team responded. They were getting pummeled early in the game. Cut the lead 21-10 at halftime, but everything that had to happen for Tennessee at the beginning of this half didn't happen.
No, they had the ball to start the second half and obviously could not get anything going. To Ohio State's credit, they came out with an aggressive approach. They got the ball, especially getting the plus territory. Will Howard, he's been well taught this week that if you see opportunities and they're going to play their one high defense, meaning our corner, your receivers are one-on-one against these corners, take your shot. And so it's worked. I don't think it's going to stop. I don't think Ohio State will stop to the end of this game, being aggressive and keep taking those shots when they have them.
No problem with the pass game for Howard. His last game at Kansas State was played with 5 inches of snow. They played Iowa State. He's used to this stuff. How your feet feeling? I can't feel my toes. I lost about 45 minutes ago, lost feeling in the feet. So
it's good to be in the conditions.
Yeah. Heaters are overrated. That one didn't make it in the budget, but it's all right. We're good. Powering through. Ball at the 1 yard line.
Still in that same formation with the 4 tight ends.
Jenkins behind all that scarlet muscle. Big power into the end zone of Ohio State. Closing in with the job of finishing off the Volunteers tonight in the final couple minutes of this third quarter.
Chris, you'll love this. Watch the right side. Shabola right here. And big number 70, Josh Fryer. Watch this double team. Bang. And it's how you open up the right side in short yardage.
This Ohio State offensive line really ripped on the inability to move Michigan. They were controlled by the interior of that Wolverine's defensive line. What a night they've had here. Against a very, very good defensive front. I mean, most people thought Tennessee just as good up front as Michigan.
Yeah, they didn't have a Mason Graham or Kenneth Grant necessarily, but the depth was going to be the challenge you would have thought for Ohio State. Man, their preparation, the plan that they came up with, the attitude that they took the field with.
This is the most anyone scored against Tennessee's defense all season. Georgia put 31 on the board. Buckeyes have 35 and counting.
Yeah, if you've not watched Tennessee football much this year, this is not normal for their defense. They usually are the team that's dominating the line of scrimmage. Their secondary was young at the beginning of the year, grew up in the middle of an SEC season. Really, nobody threw the ball on them, but Ohio State privately, when they talked with us, said, we get a lot of respect for them, but we don't know if their corners have been tested the way our quarterback and our receivers think we can go after them. That sure has played out today.
Receivers have done well, and Howard has dropped some dimes. He's been incredibly accurate with his passes. Even the short, easy poke throws, he's hit guys in stride, but he's put the ball downfield. It's been beautifully thrown passes since that pick. 10 for 10, Kirk. 121 and a touchdown. When you look at the Capital One rewarding performance of focusing on this Ohio State defense, it's held Tennessee to a $173 so far.
Yeah, like we talked about, look at the depth of the safeties. When you see safety depth like that, usually you're going to run the football, but it's allowed them to keep their safeties back, not have to load up the line of scrimmage, rely on that front four, and it's just been suffocating and being more physical, really being more athletic. I think overall, Chip Knowles, the defensive coordinator from Ohio State, has to be very proud of the way this veteran defense has played all year, and especially tonight, this playoff game.
Empty backfield. It's Peyton Lewis who makes the catch. Usually that'd be Dylan Sampson making a catch. He came back out for a couple of plays here in the third quarter. Didn't have a carry, and now he's back on the sidelines.
Just not able to go. Nobody wants to be out there more than number 6 for Tennessee.
Second down run. And spinning out across the 35 is Lewis, knocked down by Caleb Bounce. It's a first down.
Normally you would say with Tennessee, as fast as they go, they're never out of a football game. But until the receivers start to make some plays, it's hard to imagine.
Now there's a play made by Jack Sawyer. This veteran has been tuned up for the very first play tonight, and he makes another huge impact play.
Backup tackle Dane Davis in the game, and my gosh, is this a tough assignment? Nobody helping him out, nobody on the chip. And Sawyer has had, like you said, Chris, from really the opening drive all the way through this game, leading the way up front. Both these edge players from Ohio State's defense, big and athletic and winning most of the game.
All those people who are giving him trouble in the pub, drinks on them. Next time Jack shows up, whatever that is. There's a break between the next game. That's it. The end of 3 in Columbus. Buckeyes with 2 touchdowns in that third quarter to reassume control. College football playoff. First round, set by All-State. Fourth quarter coming up.
Something magic in the night. Can you see it shining bright? Always get to come
What's this?
Athletic Ducks every to an NIL deal.
An NIL deal?
It's name, injury, and likeness. With a name like Prime, an injury like mine, and a likeness so fine, that's a triple threat.
Couldn't we just tell people Aflac pays cash for expenses not covered by health insurance?
If we want people to understand how Aflac helps close that gap, we got to get you to think bigger, coach.
You gotta be kidding.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
Aflac
Is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
Miss Terry's not gonna like this.
So these are Taco Bell's new crispy chicken nuggets. What do we think? Anyone?
Juicy. I really like it.
Yeah, abomination. So I think it tastes great. It's crispy. The sauce is good.
I personally like it.
Oh. I laughed because I thought it was a joke. Right, Mark?
Don't be a nugget of Nelly. Everyone loves Taco Bell's new crispy chicken nuggets, even the person we paid not to.
Need last minute gifts? Kohl's has you covered. Then get 25% off some of the gifts on your list. Kohl's, where families come first.
Hardy siding stands strong against extreme weather conditions, fire, and unwelcome pests, while maintaining its look for years to come. Learn more at jameshardy.com.
Can you save water using a less than full dishwasher?
We do it every night.
Do it with Cascade Platinum Plus. One load of dishes in the sink uses 24 gallons of water, while a dishwasher uses less than 4%. So do it with Cascade, the surprising way to save water.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach.
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Drones zooming over the horseshoe. Welcome back to the CFP first round, presented by All-State. All the stops brought out for this beautiful occasion, the first ever December home game in Ohio Stadium. They didn't expect to host a playoff game when the season began, right? They thought they could win the Big Ten, get that bye. Didn't happen. They made the most of this occasion. And they're both well away so they could finish the job. Up by 25, starting the final quarter. Inside shovel pass, Lewis. A couple of blockers. Buckeyes closing down. Way behind the 6 on second down. Not the explosive they were looking for. It'll be 3rd and 14.
So we got to give Chip Knowles a lot of credit for this defensive plan that he's come up with. Got a couple weeks to get ready for the tempo and the unusual formations, the way Tennessee spreads you out. He has put together plays, lean on his defensive line, win the line of scrimmage. He's widened out both Cody Simon and Sonny Styles, just a threat to the potential perimeter run. And he's been able to keep his safeties, for the most part, deep, while being right up close to the line of scrimmage, which is very unusual against the Tennessee football team.
Pressure, Imaliaba escapes. Long way to go. He's fighting and trying hard. Showing a lot of heart. Simon eventually brings him down about 6 yards short of the first down. And his offense staying out there. Down 25. Sawyer comes off the field on this play. Got to get to the Tennessee 45 to keep any faint flicker of mounting a comeback alive. Play clock at 2. Just get it snapped. 4-man rush, downfield shot, incomplete. Diving and sent by Brazel. The throw is off target, and Ohio State will take over. Well, we got in rhythm for a while. The passing game, receivers nicked up, not able to get free. It's been a tough night for this Tennessee offense. And the Buckeyes will take over in plus territory.
Hey!
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refresher. Things that Coors Light. Choose chill.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. And get access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
I think coaching is teaching because teaching is ability to inspire learning.
Miss Fain made me feel comfortable. She recognized I had a love for sports, but she also challenged me intellectually.
Well, I think being a coach, being a major part of the coach is being a teacher.
I think coaches don't get enough credit for being teachers. They're some of the best teachers that young men and young women will ever come across.
You got over on me for all I.
Word around the streets is that they fired you.
We're to rob the World Diamond Center.
And I'm going to do it with you.
The cop goes gangster.
3 seconds to green light. 2, 1.
Let's go! You feeling it?
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Den of Thieves 2, rated R. People are good. And you, Jim B, best enjoy together.
Choose joy. Choose your calling. Choose to really care. Choose to go for it. Just choose. We craft cars for those who choose to do more than simply move.
Wake up.
So many teams go to the portal to find a quarterback. Will Howard at Kansas State, who's an effective thrower, ran the ball, but this by far his best passing season in his career. So many weapons to work with. You know, asked to be a leader and a steady hand and just get the ball to these guys. And he's done that job beautifully tonight.
He has But again, you got to give the Ohio State offensive line an assist for that and the scheme that Chip Kelly and Ryan Day have come up with. But he has been in rhythm. He's playing with confidence. He's got a big smile on his face most of the game. And I think he's playing with a big chip on his shoulder after that Michigan game and those 2 interceptions.
Henderson, knocked down. You almost saw kind of a palms up, arms stretched out. How do you like me now? Look from Howard. This is a real thing. Yeah. Ryan Day wants his guys to sort of prove each other right. The guys in the building, the guys who have the support groups, the loved ones who don't lose belief in them. Everybody else who didn't believe, who jumped off the bandwagon, that's big motivation too, as you know, for this team.
Oh, yeah. I do think it's a shut the locker room down. It's us, and we're going to go see what we can do. I think it's that kind of approach right now.
Howard takes off. Tripped as he had some daylight there. Knocked down to 30. There's the expression you use, Woody against the world. It's the Woody Hayes Center. That's the team facility. Yeah. Everything outside of that, that's the world. And sometimes these guys feel like no one else believes in them.
And I think when you can capture a chip on your shoulder in football, whether it's the NFL, high school, college, when you can have a team collectively feel disrespected and you can use that as motivation. How many times have you ever seen that when teams, the big thing is, can you maintain that? After a game like this, can you keep that chip on your shoulder? Well, now everybody's going to be patting you on the back.
Ohio State now just trying to finish this game cleanly. Easy first down pickup by Howard there.
You know, I had a chance to go to their senior tackle last Sunday. My son who had a heart condition, Zach, my middle son, he's on the team. He's a senior. Very interesting to watch these position coaches pull up their players. He's on the right there, 89. They pull up their players. They talk about it, and then the player grabs the mic, and it's all closed. It's only people in the Woody Hayes facility: the players, the seniors, the team, and then the families of the seniors. So these guys would talk, and this is after the Michigan loss. All these guys were emotional, talking about what they're going to do in the postseason. And to hear every one of those guys, Cody Simon and Mecca Buka, just the emotion and the passion that they have for each other was powerful.
No doubt. Incomplete overshot. Other programs may do something similar, Kirk, but it's really a powerful, beautiful thing, that senior tackle tradition here.
When I did it, it was open to the public. It was here at Ohio Stadium, and Chris Spielman, or one of the former Ohio State players, would come out and say a few words and, take maybe 30 minutes. This took a good 2 hours, and it was heartfelt. It wasn't for the camera. It wasn't for the media. It wasn't for anything other than these guys just talking to each other and talking to their families about the gratitude that they have. It was powerful, like I said.
Henderson breaks free. House call for Ohio State. 24 yards, and the Buckeyes can begin planning for Pasadena and a rematch with the Ducks.
Speaking of the seniors, this was one of them that really left a big impact on me hearing him talk. Trevion Henderson has been through so much as an Ohio State player. Had over 1,200 yards as a true freshman, battled through injuries, follows the counter here. And this guy, he found the Lord, throughout his time at Ohio State, went through so much adversity and changed and grew as a man. And what a time for him to have probably the best game that he's had this year. Catching the ball in the backfield, making some big runs, averaging 8 yards a carry, and 2 touchdowns on the ground.
He's got 2. Judkins has 2. Jeremiah Smith has 2 touchdowns. Buckeyes in each half began with 3 consecutive touchdown drives. The lead is 32 in the shoe.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. But to check your spelling first before taking off your shirts.
Stu, Virginia.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Hey, what's up? I'm the W.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Dr. Pepper presents a Fansville Play Opulary special.
Steak got the 12C.
It's a playoff hero miracle.
Playoff hero.
It's a full month of the college football playoffs. It starts in December and ends most of January. It's like the holidays, but for college football fans.
And if we all believe, State will make a deep playoff run.
Do you guys think that State has a chance?
Sure, but their defense will have to play lights out.
College football, it's a pepper thing.
You've been accused of plagiarizing your master's thesis. You tell the truth. You can have this bucket of Bud Lights.
I'll go first.
No.
Professor Wilkins has been taking karate classes ever since that saxophone girl put him in a headlock.
That was a secret.
Now it's a big.
Everybody, let's focus, please.
'Tis the season to catch the rest of the season for just $49. With NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV, you can watch your favorite teams all in one place, as long as you can see the TV. NFL Sunday Ticket, now just $49.
Introducing the all-new Buick Enclave with premium details throughout and room to bring everything along for the ride. The Enclave puts you at the center of it all. Buick, exceptional by design.
Could we add a jelly donut?
Yeah. Can we add an old fashioned?
Can we have vanilla cream?
Can we have chocolate sprinkles?
Can we have vanilla sprinkles?
Can we have strawberry
Can we
sprinkles?
have fruit powder?
Yeah,
Oh, and
well,
blueberry
blueberry
glaze.
glaze.
And Boston cream. Is that 12?
The college football playoff first round is presented by Allstate. You're in good hands. And in part by Nike. Just do it.
The Grinch and Santa.
Watch this look right here. Jack Sawyer, little wink. He's like, that's it, big fella.
Interesting relationship the day it has with Sawyer.
They know they're coaching.
He's one of the veteran players. You can almost talk to him like a coach, right? I mean,
Yeah, I'm telling you, these guys respect Coach Day for what he's been through from the outside noise and how he's been behind closed doors with Jack Sawyer and some of these other seniors and the whole team, really. They played tonight for him as much as anything.
More work to do. A loss tonight, compounding the agony of the Michigan loss, and it really ratcheted up the noise here heading to the off season. This win puts them in the quarterfinals and a chance to avenge the loss at Oregon, but will not satisfy the locals. I think you agree. Holly?
You guys, you're talking about that senior banquet and what the guys were saying to each other. I just witnessed something down here. Senior Jack Sawyer just went up to the right guard, Zachary Chabola, who's been really criticized after that Michigan loss, publicly humiliated. And he went over to him and said, man, I love you. I'm so proud of you. This is after the big run by Travion Henderson. That is what leadership on this team by these seniors is all about, building guys up when they've been down. And that was a great example of that right there.
Thanks, Holly. It's the way you would hope a veteran team would respond after a crushing disappointment. But there's no guarantee, because the Ohio State-Michigan game really is unlike any other in the sport. And the noise, the vitriol locally is so bad when they lose for a fourth straight year. They were 3 touchdown favorites in that game. It was a terrible performance.
Yeah.
They were fun.
I think Ohio State right now, when they play Michigan, it's almost like they coach not to lose instead of coaching and playing to win. Tonight, does this look like the same team as far as their mindset and how they played in that Michigan game? Michigan deserves all the credit, but I'm just saying the approach from Ohio State is very different.
Here comes the pressure, and the ball is not loose. Drew Hollowell got in off the edge and hit Nico. He's retained possession, but it's a huge loss.
It's just been a mismatch on the right side. It's been a tough night for these tackles. Whether it's been Campbell or Dane Davis. This time it's Davis. Seen Sawyer win on that side. Now Tui Hollowell wins on this side. That's where you get an injury off, and that's what happened to Carson Bennett when he's starting to follow through and got hit. It's a lot of pressure and tense off defensive lineman closing in on you as you're making a throw.
3rd and 18 into the 4th sack for this Ohio State defense. Countless pressures as well. Incomplete across the middle. And that was Brazel, who was covered by Matthews. And it's 4th down again.
Ohio State, their fan base, they hear a lot about SEC. That chant started early, kind of mocking the SEC, but that's the Ohio State record against the SEC all time, 3-12-1.
They lost the last three, including that heartbreaker to Georgia in the College Football Playoff semifinal in Atlanta when the Dogs went on to pummel TCU. It's really Ohio State. They had to feel like we made that field goal. That national championship was ours, and Ryan Day, they would be quiet in regard to criticizing him if they had gotten that championship. Didn't happen, of course. They're still alive, very much alive, and there's JT. Yeah, they call Captain Chad. Full contact in the air there.
He loves that baby.
My pride and joy. And wait till you see the other two surprises. A joyful bundle of three.
3?
I was thinking of gifting one to each of you. I got AT&T's bundle of 3. iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence for me, and iPad and Apple Watch for you.
Get iPhone 16 Pro on us, plus iPad and Apple Watch for 99 cents per month each, and save up to $1,700.
The game is changing. What drives the game never will. What you have inside. Bigger is it in you?
This is dedicated to the one I love.
Nothing tastes as good as that first bite. So, get a 10-piece chicken McNuggets for just $1.
Undale Savage.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. What's going on here?
Coach saves so much bundling home and auto with the personal price plan. Decided to bundle practice with ballet.
Undale Savage.
Doesn't that just say bundle and save?
Hey, Hutch, less talky, more dancey. Double time. Boodle-ing, sideways,
Bundle and save with the personal price plan.
I want to see that on game day.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Oh.
I'm going to some place where I've never been before.
Happy Monday.
Where will you go in the new V6 powered Nissan Frontier?
I'm the Modelo recruiter, and I'm looking for fans with good hands and great speed. The ones who stay focused and never miss a play. They go the distance on game day, even when their team is away. I'm always watching, always looking to avoid more full-time fans. Because football isn't really football without you.
After the game, stay tuned for the Nissan post-game. Work is not done. There's a little corner of this booth known as the bathroom where it's not 22 degrees. So hot. I don't ask that question. I'm just trying to get in there. You talk about these players. I mean, look, we're not in our 20s anymore, but your body gets locked up in the cold. Do you find that?
Yeah, especially if you stand still in it. It does. Devin Brown in the game. There you go.
Well, number 33 is in the portal, but he's still the backup quarterback at Ohio State for this week. It's interesting. This is a sign of the times. I'm going to get you going, but it is. He could get a call and not be the backup for the next game.
Is that how it works?
It could be that. It's week to week.
I can't keep track. Honestly, I don't.
His agent is still getting offers, but he's still.
What if he accepts? He can't stay if you accept.
I don't know the fine print of that. I think once you accept, you probably.
Can you accept with your agent off the record and not make it public? Is that something that happens?
I don't know the rules.
I don't know how it works. It's crazy. He can spin it.
And he gets the pass complete over to the far side there to Ran innocent midfield. Holly?
Okay, I did check on this. It varies institution to institution on if a kid goes in the portal, can he stay and be part of your team? So that's a decision Brian Davis had to make. He actually had a meeting with his team captains and said, how do you guys feel about this? He's in the portal. Do you still want him to be part of your team? And they do. They're going to evaluate this at the end of next week. But for now, he's the backup in there. And if you wonder why he's wearing 33, it's to honor Sammy Baugh. Very unusual quarterback these days. Yes.
I knew you had done research on that, Holly. Of course you would know that. They were sharing that the question is if he gets a call and makes his next move, then that's a little different. Yeah, staying with the team.
That's cool that he's
33 trots off.
Cool that he's out there. That's Ohio State. There's one memory we should all have about this game, this matchup. Ohio State at the line of scrimmage, and of course Will Howard making big plays and Jeremiah Smith being left on an island and often winning those one-on-one matchups. Ohio State over 150 yards rushing, no sacks, and Howard only pressured 6 times the whole game.
Tremendous job of protection. The O-line opening big holes in the running game for Henderson and Judkin. Let's go inside the CFP that we got here, presented by Capital One. We'll take a look at this game we referred to mid-October in Eugene, Oregon. Really early season showdown. There's Smith making a catch, but Dylan Gabriel was the star of the game. Huge save passing, hit with his legs too, and this was a decisive moment. You don't see the clock, but there was 6 seconds to go when he began that scramble, lost track of
trying to get the field goal.
Yeah, no chance to get a field goal, and the Ducks survive. What a rematch that'll be. Oregon, by the way, 496 points.
He was back to back.
That's it.
Yeah, the only team that scored over 20 points against the Ohio State defense all year.
Gabriel, of course, Heisman finalist. I mean, it'll be interesting meetings, conversations in the Ohio State defensive side of things, trying to figure out what they can do differently to slow down the most experienced quarterback in the history of college football. That's how many games started at 3 schools.
If you go back and remember that game, there was Tez Johnson, the receivers as it proved. They were speaking about Jeremiah Smith. It was Oregon's big plays through the air. And Dylan Gabriel scrambling around and making plays with his feet. It was really a combination of the two.
Ohio State didn't have a sack or a takeaway. Only had 2 tackles for loss for -3 the whole game. So Oregon controlled the line of scrimmage when they had the football. Hitch on the edge. Catch is made by Braylon Staley. Maliama's still in the game. He said he played with a lot of heart tonight. I mean, they lost Sampson, their top offensive weapon for most of this game. Injuries continue to mount. Squirrel White out. Thornton hasn't been able to do much. Relying on true freshmen out there trying to make plays. And the guys that have been called on for most of the season. It's been a tough assignment.
Yeah, been very, very tough. I think we're showing a lot of Sampson because we missed seeing him tonight. Wish him the best. But the receivers had a very tough time against the Ohio State secondary. They covered. They've been able to play because of the way their defensive line is played. Think about the future for this Vols. You know, Nico, the only Tennessee freshman quarterback to win 10 or more games. Pretty big accomplishment. And some pretty good quarterbacks that have come through Knoxville.
Yeah, I can think of a couple. And we have Albiao show the arm straight down there, 50-50 ball incomplete. It was broken up by Bryce West. Freshman quarter, it's true versus true out there for the edge.
Yeah. Good recovery by the true freshman. He's out of Glenville with Troy Smith. And Teddy again, so many great players have come from that high school and made their way down.
Buckeyes. Let's go Tennessee, but I don't think they're going to win.
He's able to high point it and knock it away.
Michael will punt here.
4th and 6.
Tremendous Tennessee fans who made the 5-hour drive with a flight and tried to take over the stadium. They did a better job than any opposing fan base ever has. Many of them have decided that they've had enough on a cold night, head back down I-75 was it, to Knoxville?
Yeah. I don't know how far of a drive that is, but you really got to tip your cap to these fans. Vol Nation, they show up no matter where their team plays. Over 5 hour drive to get here, showing a dedication. I've never seen Ohio Stadium with more than maybe 3,000 or 5,000, maybe tops of an opposing fan base.
How about game day? Have you ever seen that opposing fans take over a game? This game day has been here more than any other time, any other spot in the country.
Yeah, never. I was probably 70-30 at game day this morning.
Third Ohio State quarterback, Julian Sand, a talented freshman out of California, originally began his career at Alabama. And he hands the ball off to James Peters, the freshman.
Just to give you a little bit more perspective, it's a skull session, and it's like a little pep rally the day of the game with a band, which is a big deal at Ohio State. They're at St. John Arena. It's the old basketball arena. Usually it's standing room only, people in there forever, get excited to see the band. Ryan Day comes in and gives a few words, and one of the players talks. Talking to some of the coaches, the Ohio State coaches on the field, they said, man, how about game day? They said, how about skull session? Half empty. Nobody in there. They said they were blown away.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know. Is it cold? I have no idea. Is it the Michigan game?
Day had a look in his eye when he made that walk in here. And by the way, as he's making the walk over here, a lot of Tennessee fans were there heckling him. Yeah. And he had that look, man. You can't get kind of more laser focused or defiant looking than he was walking in. I think he made that point. It was all this stuff fueled that we saw on the field.
100%. It wasn't just the Tennessee fans showing up. I think it was, he felt it. He's heard about it. His family's heard about it.
Now, Kirk, how much of this softens the blow that Michigan lost? More work to do, right, for folks to forgive and forget that one?
I can't speak on behalf of the lunatic fringe. I'm not sure how they operate. The lunatic fringe at Ohio State is as powerful as anywhere in the country.
How big is the fringe?
It used to be 8 to 10. I think it's grown now to about 15 to 20. So I don't know. I'm sure they'll be happy tonight, be fired up about what the Ohio State team did. But God forbid they lose to Oregon. They want to fire them again.
But that's not reality. I mean, that's the thing. When you hear pundits on this network and other places talk about that with certainty, it's nonsense, frankly. I mean, the public doesn't pull the trigger and get rid of the coach.
No.
The administrators do, and they're behind them.
Yeah. First Take tried to fire him. They thought he was done. So I'll be excited to see what they talk about on Monday after this performance. They had him out. They're trying to find replacements. But here he is. There he is. He's still got his hat on. He's still coaching.
On to Pasadena. Used to be always, for decades and decades, the promised land, the ultimate place for an Ohio State team to dream about going. And it's still going to be super special, but it is a quarterfinal game. Let's be honest. I mean, it's the team that won a championship in the playoff era, lost a championship game in the COVID season in Alabama, an unbelievable talented Alabama team, and then lost the semifinals, but they're not going to get excited about being in the quarters. Would you agree? They still want to do this team to beat its potential.
Sure. I just know,
I agree.
Watch football and evaluate football. This is a solid performance. It's a very talented Tennessee football team. They dominated the line of scrimmage. The quarterback played well. There's some lines to look at this game and see a team that responded to adversity.
It wasn't solid.
I'm just saying, like, in football, you're really evaluated on how you respond to adversity. There's going to be adversity. It's just the reality of the sport. But how are you going to respond to it?
You're talking to the players here, Kirk.
This entire team responded to the adversity.
100%. And I think you have to do that in this era. This is the way it is. You're going to have teams with 2 losses that regularly make the playoffs. You're going to have teams that have had to bounce back, respond, hopefully learning both those losses. The idea, Oregon, I guess they're potentially could be a 16-0 national champion. The the only team that arrives without blemishes.
Yeah. I think you're right, though.
One-loss teams who got bumped out of the playoff in the first round, Indiana and SMU.
Right. But I think your point is something
Yes.
we're all learning.
If I were that now head coach at Ohio State.
12-team format in this new NIL transfer portal era. They just building up your roster and having depth, proven depth. So even with Elias in this
Oh shit.
We talked to Kirby Smart about that in Sark last week or a couple weeks ago at the SEC Championship. It's just that, you get a starter hurt, you're going to a freshman instead of a proven 2 or 3 year guy, and I think that's why you see teams like Indiana and SMU and Arizona State and Boise State, these teams that are getting their chances. Vanderbilt, has all of a sudden become a competitive team. It's kind of the new reality of the talent being spread out more evenly.
For teams like Ohio State that are stacked with talent, and Braden trusts like the one here, Ryan Day began preparing for this. Holly mentioned it, but it was a intentional thing to slow the tempo down, to run about 150 fewer plays, to be fresher for game 13, 14, 15, 16. The shot to the end zone.
Incomplete.
Brazel was out there, but closing down to break up the plays. It was Aaron Scott back up corner. So that was one thing.
Yeah, go check out Chain Lane Homes, LLC.
Keeping guys right. I take it back. It's just bounced off the shoulder pad. It wasn't broke up. It should have been caught for a touchdown. But they do a tremendous job